Hey everybody, Dave here with Gabriel, and we're here to bring you guys another haircut review. We're here just walking through this whole haircut with you guys so you guys can see some neat things that barbers do. This video is brought to you by Shaving Our Barbershop. We do this every day. This is what we do every day.
All day, every day.
Here's Gabe. He's going to describe what type of haircut we're going to be doing today, and hopefully you guys enjoy the show.
And subscribe, of course. So in this video, we're doing an undercut. I had a completely different mindset of which undercut he wanted. You know, so I kind of had to adjust to the undercut he had in mind. So I started off with parting the hair. And as you'll see as we go along in the video,
We're going to roll the footage.
So let's go ahead and start rolling the
let's roll the footage.
Roll
All right.
footage.
Here we go. All right, so here we go. We got some choppy frames here. Let me see what's going on. Give me a second. There we go. Alright,
so first I had to start with debulking the hair. So I went with a clipper over comb just to get all the long hairs out the way. As you guys can see. So I debulk it all, make sure I didn't cut too much towards the top because I still wanted to fade into that. So I just got to get all these long hairs, just get it all out the way. And in this video, in this part, I actually sectioned one part at a time. So because of his hair, it was so thick and it was very difficult to part, I started with one section at a time. So I started with the right side of his head first.
Yeah, I can tell you guys that as a barber, this is very difficult when somebody has really long hair and this person hasn't gotten a haircut in a long time, and then they just decide to cut all this long hair off. It's a lot of work, and you know, so I commend you for this, because yo, it takes a certain type of skill to definitely pull this off.
See, I'm almost
like,
done with
look at that, getting behind the ear like that's not easy, you know.
It's not.
Definitely
Gotta be aware, because yeah, you can't cut the ear. But normally I like to press very hard against the ear. They probably hate me for that, but I gotta do what I gotta do.
Alright, so you guys can pretty much see how Gabe's taking care of this side bulk. He's just debulking the whole side. And let's see, and then you go with a number 3, I'm guessing?
Nah, I would go with the number 2, kind of very like flick out. You know, in a flick out motion, just
So I want you guys to notice how he parted the hair, and he made a perfect part exactly where he was going to be cutting hair and where he wasn't going to be cutting hair, just to make sure that, remember, clean parts is essential.
It's the way to go.
Definitely essential. So you take a number 3, and that's going to be like your base.
No, right? Number 2.
Oh, number 2. I'm sorry about that, number 2.
Yeah, number 2, because I already know what type of fade I want on this individual, and this is his first time getting a haircut with me. But I already knew by the type of his hair, I knew what shade it was gonna come out to. So you'll see this nice haircut develop in just a second. So I'm gonna just do this, you know, debulking.
All right, so let's move forward.
Yeah, debulk. Yeah,
let's move forward.
Yep.
1 second. Let's move forward. So we're gonna move it forward. Okay, so this is where you start that fade.
Right here, yep. So right now,
1 second. Let's start it up.
All right, so as you can see, I kind of stopped right before where I normally do my tapers. Starting the line where the glasses go, like right above the ear. But in this case, I started a little bit lower than that, and then started my fading with just the guard open.
Okay, so that was an open guard, or
yeah, just
or 0.
Yeah, 0, but you know, open, 0 to open.
Okay.
Now I'm starting with the 1, because the 1 kind of helps me get the half going.
Was that the 1 open or
the 1 open? Yeah, 1 open. I'm always gonna do everything open because it leaves, you know, room for fading. Like you can just always go down, keep fading as you go down.
All right, I see. So you made that fade from the 0 to the 1.5, and you go down from there, from the 1.5 down, or 1 open down. All right.
Down, yep. And I'll give it its smooth texture to the haircut.
So right now on the top part of the haircut, you have a number 2, 1.5, all the way down from half to 0.
Yep, and then now look, bam, the half guard is on now.
Okay.
So I don't want to go too high. I am starting it open, and then as I go down, I'm going to keep closing it. It's going to give me that smooth effect.
This is a great way to see what type of, game plan somebody like Gabe has towards the haircut. Somebody that's just starting out and learning how to cut hair can definitely pick up some tips and pointers from just watching these types of haircuts. If you guys want to stop the video, rewind, you guys can totally do that. That's what it's here for. This long format we got going on. This is a whole analytic we have going. Analysis.
Let me see here. Now I get the 1.5 to kind of close that gap with the 2 and the 1 open. This 1.5 is just gonna go ahead and close that bridge for me. Obviously, you guys have to remember your steps. I go with a 2 to debulk, and then I go with my guard just 0, and then I go with a 1. Those are my basics, and then I try to just fade with between those lines, which is the half guard and then the 1.5 guard.
Perfect. Let's see him wrap this one up. I definitely want to go and move on to the back. I want to see what the back is going to look like too.
Yeah, the back does look. It's going to come out nice. Yeah, this guy's smiling. He knows the deal. He knows.
I don't think he was expecting to look this good though.
This guy's like, yeah, I found my barber.
That was his first time getting a haircut with you?
Yeah, his first time.
Okay.
Everybody's been trying to get me booked. So when they finally meet me, it's just, this guy had said thank you like I think 100 times when he left.
Perfect.
I just started laughing. I was like, I appreciate it. It makes me feel good to hear those things.
Alright, and so this is the number 2 again?
Yeah, the 2 just to get those little hairs. As you can see with my thumb, I try to protect the top hair. And I try to flatten it the best I can just so I can reach and get in those little stragglies. Because
right by the line.
Yeah, that is pretty tough.
Right by the part.
Yeah, right by the part. So it is tough to get those hairs, the last hairs. And me, I know myself, I like my haircuts to come out very clean. So I had to really make sure. And this part, I don't see the angle, but I do start off with the...
Let me see.
Yep. Yeah, we just don't get it.
Alright.
See? Try to... Yeesh.
You know what we should do? We should close out and just let this video run so they can see the ending of the whole thing, for us not to even interrupt the process, because this is looking amazing. What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is David and Gabe from Shaving Art Barbershop bringing you this great video. Keep watching the rest of this video because we don't even want to interrupt this process that's going on. We're in the wait. So this haircut's so nice, I don't even want you guys to see us in the picture with this one. So we're going to let this play out. Remember, like and subscribe and leave a comment. Until next time, everybody. Thank you.
Enjoy.
What in the fuck are we doing here?